Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, one touchdown pass.
Let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. That, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the game.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 16. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a quarterback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Murray now to throw. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's McCloud from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 9. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That time he took a little bit of a shot off the run-pass option.
But you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to draw the defenders closer to the line of scrimmage with the fake inside. When he stepped back, he thought he might have had that. Instead, they played it awfully well. Incomplete pass downfield.
They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And
now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that away from the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's taken down, but gets this across the 25-yard line. Right back to Mitchell here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Byron Murphy there on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here's Lance. Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter, and man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly fun about how this start is, they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go. Blue striker, black ultra. Yellow, blue.
To throw, it's Lance. He's got a man, complete. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
There to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, Talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. McLeod to return it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Ready up.
2nd and 5.
Right. Go red.
Working from the gun. Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Zach Ertz, 33 yards. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete. And
now here's another interception. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. The Lance going to throw. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
The kick by Gold is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Murray with a third and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Green. Hey, Ace. Hey. Green.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. And he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Check back.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Come on, back. Ready?
Now they'll run the action to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Excellent work by Marcus Golden shooting into the backfield for the stop.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a play fake. Lance. And now here's another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do is to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match?
And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wide. And here's another completion for good yardage.
Murray now on first down. And this will be swung out here for counter. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Touchdown! Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And we saw another example of it there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And now here is another interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to...
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore,
40 yards.
And the Cardinals have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Extra point good by Prater. This one was over a while ago as he was added on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First play and a first pass for Murray.
Connor on the check down. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. Ertz over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Here's Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Again, they'll throw with Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. On 1st and 10 is Conner, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. He'll find more on the comeback route. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Murray now. Now he steps away. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Conner up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cards are on the board first here this afternoon. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Returning from his end zone. Lance into 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Okay, right?
On play action, Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
First down, here's Mitchell. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Gray on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The kick by Gold is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Strike, check, opposite, green, switch, yellow.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Another run with Mitchell.
And some space here. The 20.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Ready.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners have moved out in front.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Here's McLeod on the return.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
114 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence wanes.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Trying the right side with Mitchell.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Guy.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a
So we'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A give running right is Mitchell.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
With it is Brown. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They got 29 yards that time.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
2nd down and goal. Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. When he went on the move there and started to roll it out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited. Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Lance. Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check you. Check you.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break. Strike. Check, strike.
Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On the double.
The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, this drive has been a model of efficiency. They've done everything they've wanted to. And the defensive guys, they've got to be getting frustrated. They can't figure out how to get off the field.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation. Kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray, sliding out of the pocket. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
First down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They run behind center with Connor.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, it's Connor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
On the handoff, Connor, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Connor up the middle, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Cardinals win it.
But Charles, we retreated to excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us.